live. We might not be live at all.
Okay, we should be live.
Yeah, are you sure you hit live? Let's see here. Yeah, it says it's live. For 17, it says for 19 seconds we've been live, which I think we've been on longer than that, but oh goodness gracious, this one tops them all. All right, let me see here.
Can anyone hear me?
I don't think anybody can see me or anybody.
I can
There, it's
see you
all right.
on.
It is now live. I can see it now. So it didn't go to plan. All right, so that may have been a very cold start, a very awkward start if anybody's paying attention. So I'll just kind of rewind and start from the beginning. You're looking at Lisa Hohenadel Gettel, president and founder of Brandon's Battle Foundation. She's our guest. We had some technical difficulties here. Before we jump into conversation with you, Lisa, we're going to do some announcements. Um, and we did ask, let's see here. So Jody Roth, is that a friend of yours, Lisa?
Yes, it is.
Okay. She's saying, I think she's saying, thank you, Jody, that she can hear. Can you hear Aunt Sue? If someone can just
Martha
say,
said she can.
oh, okay. So we can hear Aunt Sue. Aunt Sue is going to do some quick announcements here for the Eastern York community. Take it away, Sue.
Okay. So we do have a lot going on in the Eastern York area and beyond. You can see up on the screen, Faith Preschool is having a food truck fundraiser April 17th, and that is at Faith United Preschool, which is in Hellam. Lots of good concessions, and it's a good fundraiser.
Having a food truck fundraiser April 17th, and that is at United Preschool, which is in Hellam. Lots of good concessions, and
do you have your audio on? Or is somebody watching the show, whether it's Lisa or Sue, because I'm hearing double of Sue.
Yeah, I'm watching it live. I'll turn it down.
Okay.
There we go.
Is that better?
Yeah.
Next thing we have is Big Bob's Barbecue is hosting an event for the Heartland Agricultural Relief Team, known as HEART, at Susquehanna Grace Brethren Church, and I want to say that's in York, Anna, but I'm not 100% sure. That's April 24th. Eastern York Soccer Club, United Boys, under 11.
Under 11.
They're having a fundraiser at Laser Bowling Alley.
No, it's a fundraiser.
Fundraiser. 6:30 to 8:30. See the details there. $15 a ticket. Eastern York Band is still doing their shoe drive.
Yeah, when's that one done? The last one is
April 24th.
Okay.
1 to 4. That's the next couple of Saturdays through April. And all you have to do is drive up to the high school parking lot, and they will unload the shoes for you.
And Betty Bell posted
yeah, I have
here.
A couple here.
Oh, okay, go ahead. Sorry.
So we have the Friends Spring Used Book Sale at the Crates Creek Library, and that is for April 23rd. It's a Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., and also on Saturday, the 24th. So always want to support our local public works and libraries.
Yeah, good. We love going to Crates Creek Library. My kids love going there, and they got more space.
Libraries, you can't beat the whole feel and smell of a library is something that I remember from going to libraries when I was a kid.
Yeah, I can't do the Kindles. I just can't do it.
And last but not least, and I know there are a lot more, so please don't hesitate to chime in on the comments. The Wrightsville Fire and Rescue Company 41 is having a Mother's Day raffle bundle. The tickets are $10. They're going to have a live pool on Facebook on May 7th. They're only selling 100 tickets. Tons of good stuff that they're giving away. Just for example, they're giving away some goodies from local businesses, also, which include Flinch Balls, Wild Batch Bistro, and then we have like Victoria's Secret, Target, John Wright. So lots of good stuff being raffled off. So you can reach out. If you go to the Wrightsville Fire and Rescue Company 41 on Facebook, as well as the other, you can go to Croix Creek Library Facebook page, and so on and so forth, to see these posts. Also check out I Love Eastern York page, because we always ask people to share those to our page as well. So check out what's coming up, and then you can support your community. That's it.
All right, thank you. Sue, okay, we're going to dive into episode 26 here. Lisa, how are you doing this morning?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. How about you?
Good. We didn't get any type of warm-up here. You know what, Sue, can you just play like a quick tune or something? I feel like we didn't get our normal groove going with some music. Just like maybe 5 seconds.
I can.
There we go. Okay. Thank you. Caitlin Lenhart's watching. Joyce Leister, thank you for watching. Oh, I don't have all the comments here.
And I cannot see people's names, so I apologize. I'll put things up on the screen here, but the names are not
it isn't saying
up.
who's saying what.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. So we're using a great piece of software, Ecamm Live. It works wonderfully when it works wonderfully, but every once in a while we don't see, like, it won't tell us who is saying, like, when we put the, see, look there, I'm up. It has my
name. Yours is the only one, I guess, because that's
Kathy Neese Jones that joins. Hey, Sue, do we want to do a car wash giveaway today too?
Sure.
All right, so stay tuned till the end. What should we have them say if they are interested in going into the randomizer for the express car wash at Mr. Car Wash?
I don't know.
All right, just put something in a ticker maybe and run it along the bottom. All right, so Lisa, tell us a little bit about yourself.
I am a mom, was a mom, I guess. Living in North Carolina, married to a wonderful man who is my backbone. Have 2 puppies, 2 puggles. Moved to North Carolina a year ago. We actually are loving it here. No regrets. Don't miss PA. Miss my family and friends, but I can travel back and forth when I need to. So we're really enjoying life down here.
What part of North Carolina?
We are in Leland, which is right across the river from Wilmington.
Okay.
Yes, we're pretty close. We're about 20 minutes or so from the border of South Carolina.
I have a special spot in my heart for the Outer Banks, North Carolina. How far is it to get there?
We're about 4 hours, actually.
North Carolina is a good drive, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So Sue said post ILEY, which stands for I Love Eastern York, in the comments section for a chance to win a car wash. All right. So Lisa, we didn't get to do any like chat before this. I was a substitute teacher at Eastern 2000, I don't know, 2010, 11-ish. And I was aware of Brandon. I maybe had him in class a few times. But I know that his battle began early. Can you tell us a little bit about Brandon?
Yeah, Brandon was very, very active. Loved sports. Played whatever sport you can think of, except lacrosse. I know he didn't play lacrosse at any point, but he just knew anything and everything about sports, players, teams. I mean, you can ask him a question about who's going to go first in the draft, and he would talk for hours about it. He just was very knowledgeable about sports. He was going to go to college for sports management and wanted to be a professional agent. During his senior year of high school, he had turned 18 on a Friday, And that Sunday, he was diagnosed with AML leukemia. So he actually missed the last semester of his high school year in school.
Wow. Yeah, I followed, I guess, so to speak, Brandon's battle. I know you were very vocal and, kind of kept everybody in the loop as to what was happening with Brandon. Um, but I can remember, towards the end, I don't know if you remember posting something like this, but I just remember you posting something like, Brandon's scared, and I just remember this really heartfelt post about that, and I just, I'm a parent of a 6-year-old daughter and a 3-year-old son, and I just, I could only imagine, what you were going through, and um, my heart goes out to you, and I love what you're doing here to honor Brandon, and I'd like you to share with everybody, what Brandon's battle is, how that began, and just tell us all that we need to know to help out.
Okay. When Brandon was diagnosed, he was diagnosed with AML leukemia, which is a very aggressive leukemia. His treatment required us to literally live in the Hershey Children's Hospital. Um, I mean, we literally had to decorate a room, bring our own sheets, our comforters, anything to make him at all, possibly comfortable. We literally lived there for, 4 to 6 weeks at a time. Um, when his blood counts would come back to semi-normal, we would be released to go home for 4, 5, 7 days maybe, and then we go back and start that all over again. During the days, we realized how much time 24 hours a day really is. In the hospital, they say boring is good, which is true. You don't want any, medical mishaps, but it also gives you a lot of time to think about reality, and it gives you a lot of time to Google the what if. Brandon being 18 and being very smart, Googled a lot, and it was a very scary time. Um, Pediatric leukemia was only about 5 years in existence that Hershey had been studying that. Hershey being the research hospital for Penn State University, they come up with medications to help these children, but of course nothing is a sure fix. So Brandon being 18, which is a little bit older than what people would think for pediatrics, but a lot younger than being, an older male having leukemia, it was very hard to figure out medications for him, chemotherapies. He had allergic reactions to the chemotherapy, so it was hell. With all that downtime, Brandon and I decided to start Brandon's Battle Foundation. What we do is we provide goodie bags to the patients at Hershey Children's Hospital, whether it's puzzles, games, word cross, anything that we can at least give them an hour where they're not thinking about the disease. Maybe they can do a puzzle with their mom, their dad, whoever's there at the time taking care of them. It's a very lonely feeling being in the hospital. As a parent, you're supposed to be able to take care of your child. And in a situation that we were in, there wasn't anything that myself or his dad, anybody could do. Even the doctors didn't know really what to do. He's a little bit, like I said, a little bit too old for the pediatric doses of medication. So it was such a whirlwind of let's try this. Okay, that's not working. He had a reaction to that. We just want these kids to have an hour of time, to remember that there is still fun in life, and hopefully they'll live to ring the bell and survive this cancer. Nathan, one of the things that we're working on, we're strong in Pennsylvania since 2013. We founded the foundation up there in 2013. My husband and I started it down here in North Carolina last year when we moved down here. What we're working toward is a project called Chime Anytime. The idea behind that is when you're released from the hospital in the hopes that you don't have to go back again, you ring a bell. So your end goal really is to ring this bell. It's kind of like, you just won your match. The match is over. You've succeeded in that championship. A lot of patients don't get to that point. So what Alan and I are trying to do with this Chime Anytime project is we want to make wind chimes and provide wind chimes to the patients in the hospital. And then whenever these patients reach a goal, whether they got out of bed and brushed their teeth that day, whether they were to put their own socks on, whether they could do 5 minutes of physical therapy as opposed to 3 minutes the day before, anything that they feel is a personal goal, they get to ring this chime. So in a sense, they're ringing their bell. They're reaching a goal daily if that's their choice. Sometimes they're just too sick and they can't. But that is our goal. Is this Chime Anytime project. It's very expensive to start something like that because you're buying the steel or the bamboo or whatever. So a lot of money that we're raising now is going toward this project. If anybody wants to donate, on our website there is a donate button. We take PayPal, we take Venmo, credit cards, checks, cash. If they don't feel comfortable going on the website, they can send us an email at brandonsbattle23@gmail.com. And we can talk personally on how we could, possibly get that donation from someone. We have, several events coming up in both states. In Pennsylvania, we have the Drive Away Cancer Ride. That's going to start at the Red Rose Restaurant and Tavern in Hellam, and that is on May 15th. That information is on the website. And then we have our 8th annual golf tournament, June 19th at Cool Creek in Wrightsville. So those are also ways to be involved with the foundation.
Yes, I don't know if you can see it, Lisa. Sue threw that information up on the screen here, and I did put the Brandon's Battle 23@gmail.com. What is your website?
It's brandonsbattle.com.
Okay, I'm just gonna plug that into the chat. Right. There we go. Okay. So you may, when is the golf tournament? May 15th, and then the ride was what was
the
that?
The ride is May 15th, and then the golf tournament is June 19th.
So the golf tournament there. There we go. Okay. So I don't know if that's difficult to see, but I'm guessing all of this can be found on your website. Yes. Do you have a Facebook page as well? Correct.
Yes. Brandon's Battle.
So they can check that out if they want to help out and support. So the I don't know that you answered this. What hospitals who benefits from this?
Money raised in Pennsylvania stays in Pennsylvania. It all goes to the Hershey Children's Hospital and to the Ronald McDonald House in Hershey.
Okay.
That's truly where our heart is because that's where things happen with Brandon. Here in North Carolina, we actually donate North Carolina funds to the UNC Children's Hospital in Chapel Hill. And then we take care of 3 Ronald McDonald houses down here. We do Durham, Chapel Hill, and Greenville. Now we're hoping to add Brenner's Children's Hospital and Duke University Hospital to our list for the patients as soon as this COVID stuff's lifted. Right now, they're not taking donations. But North Carolina, we have a lot of patients down here to take care of in just those 3 hospitals. In Pennsylvania, I don't know of any other pediatric hospitals other than CHOP, which is a hospital that we have reached out to for Pennsylvania donations also. So we're waiting to hear back from CHOP.
Okay. I mean, I think what you're doing to honor Brandon and to bring comfort to families who are going through what you went through and what Brandon went through. I think that's an awesome service, and we appreciate what you're doing. Lisa, is there anything else that you want to tell the audience or share with the audience?
I want to thank my board members. I have 2 board members in Pennsylvania, Jody Roth and Christine Brait, which are handling most of the Drive Away Cancer Ride process. This is something new to us. We've never done one of these before. So we're excited about doing that. But those two ladies are board members in PA, so they're handling a lot of things in Pennsylvania. I have a secretary and a digital technology person here in North Carolina, Rusty Nevins and Michelle Graffis, that have been doing tremendous work down here, helping us get things started in North Carolina. We have a restaurant here in North Carolina that's about 5 minutes from our home. It's called the Shuck and Shack Oyster Bar in Leland. They have been phenomenal as hosting our events. They allow us to do silent auctions. We do raffles at the different events that we have with them. They also do a donation of their food sales back to us. So it's been phenomenal working with them down here. I want to give a shout out to the Red Rose and the Sherwood Inn for allowing us to use their properties for the Drive Away Cancer Ride. I'm hoping to see a lot of Brandon's friends, from school. I don't really get to see them anymore with me being in North Carolina, but I'm hoping I'll see a lot of them at that cancer ride that day. And I'm hoping to see some of the families that we were in the hospital with in Hershey. So we're looking forward to actually, mingling and being able to, compare stories a little bit about what's happened since Brandon's passing.
So if anybody knows someone who is friends with Brandon, share this with them, whether you're watching it live now or as a recording. Lisa would love to see you. Shall we? Oh, you know what? Let's finish out. I know, Lisa, that you said that that you don't regret moving to North Carolina, but can you tell us maybe something that you miss about the Eastern York community?
Oh my gosh, the following is it was so easy for Brandon's battle in Pennsylvania because the community members between the Wrightsville Helm area have hearts of gold, and not that North Carolina doesn't have hearts of gold, but they didn't know us, they didn't know Brandon, they didn't know his story. But with Brandon's father, Brad Hohenadel, myself and Brandon all going to Eastern, all graduating from Eastern. I worked for the district for 14 years. Some of the people I graduated with are teachers at Eastern. So there was just such a bond with that community that will never be broken. Even though I moved, that will never be broken. I also, Nathan, want to give a shout out to Sue's Market. Sue's Market has been doing a phenomenal job with a lot of fundraising up there for the community. She's going to actually help us out this year in the golf tournament. So she's just awesome. So I want to let people know that I haven't forgotten Wrightsville, Helm, the community there, the people there, my friends there. I'm very fortunate to have a lot of friends that I stay in touch with. So I always look forward to coming back to PA for the visits. But I don't miss living in PA for the weather.
That's okay. We won't fault you for that. So we're going to do a drawing here. If anybody didn't get a chance to write in ILEY, which stands for I Love Eastern York, and you'd like to, in order to be entered for an express car wash at Mr. Car Wash, which I was laughed at. I said it used to be called Mr. Hotshine, and I called it that, and someone laughed at me. But that was Cloisters. Yeah, it was Cloisters. So here's who I have on the list: Joyce Leister, Caitlin Lenhart, Molly, Kathy Jones, Jonathan Fouth, Amanda Redden, Betty Bell, Kathy Wanbach. Is anybody else, speak now, forever hold your peace, interested in being entered into the drawing for the free car wash? And to get if you win, we'll have it here at our office, 424 Locust Street in Wrightsville. So let me just wait 15 seconds or so because there's a little bit of a delay. Just let me see here.
And then while you're waiting, Nathan, I want to thank you very much for doing this also. This is a great thing that you're doing for the community.
Oh, absolutely. And we're gonna do a sponsorship for the golf tournament awesome. As a business, so we'll be sending that in here as well. And for other businesses out there, if you have clients, it's nice to be able to, like, if you register, like, twosome or foursome to give as a gift, it's just a nice thing to do. It makes business sense, and of course you're supporting such an awesome cause, so it's a win-win. All right, so I didn't see anybody else. I'm going to hey Sue, can you put it? Can anybody hear me? My audio just went out.
I can hear you, but that doesn't mean
you're getting a call. You're getting a call. That's why.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know where that's coming in at because I can't shut it off.
Uh-oh.
Okay, there we go. It stopped ringing in my ear. So you're gonna have to go to like a full page on me so that I can do a share screen. Okay. Can we make it a, can we do just any bigger or no? All right, I guess this is how we did it the last time. I just gotta pull up the right screen. Where's my there we go. Did I lose it? Nope, here it is. Okay. All right, so let me hit share screen here so that everybody can see that I'm not cheating. And I'm gonna make sure. How does that look? Can you see it or do I need to zoom in or out?
Out. Zoom out.
Okay, it's not letting me.
Well, then it's good.
Here, let me do
good.
something a little. Can we get rid of the overlay just momentarily? There, and then you can hit Command Z after it's over to put it back up. All right, so we're gonna spin the wheel here, and lucky winner once again gets an express car wash at Mr. Car Wash. Kathy Nace Jones. Sue, you had nothing to do with that. Congratulations, Kathy. Thank you for everybody who tuned in. Sue, we did a little special kind of page with some pictures of Brandon on it. Do you wanna throw that up on the screen before we do our typical outro? Lisa, thank you once again for coming on. It's been a pleasure talking to you, and thanks for all you do.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.